What's going on, everybody? Can you believe it? Tomorrow is September 1st. That's right. September 5th, opening day of 2020 deer season in Kentucky, is almost here. And this is your next and final segment of Getting Ready for Hunting from Outdoors in the Bluegrass. Outdoors in the Bluegrass, Getting Ready for Hunting is brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors, Hoghead Trailer Sales of Georgetown, Kentucky, Digital Effects Wraps, Muzzy Broadheads, Glendale Big 3D Archery Targets, Carbon Express Arrows, Eastman Outdoors, Nocturnal Lighted Nocks, Hunt Rocky Mountain, and Brushy Bottom Camouflage, Deceptive, Deadly Definition. Alright, so we've gone through quite a few things to show you what we do to get ready for hunting. It's a little bit different this year than it has been from previous years, because instead of setting up ground blinds and tree stands and having to do a little bit of scouting, we didn't have to do any scouting because we spent the entire year last year scouting this property, and for the first time since I can remember hunting, we actually get to hunt the same property 2 years in a row, which we are super humbled and blessed about, because I know that's a hard thing to come across. So the other thing that's going to be different from previous years is this year we put up box blinds. Because we scouted the area, we knew the three main spots where we had discovered their travel paths between bedding and feeding areas. These were the three main spots that we wanted to maintenance and hunt on this property, so we built box blinds to make it more of a permanent hunting resident area. So we are going to put up some tree stands later in the year as they start changing their patterns a little bit. We noticed last year they kind of move their patterns, but for the bulk of the hunting season, those three spots are where it's at. So we might break out a hang-on and some climber stands and maybe a couple ground binds later this year. We'll cover that in those episodes. But for now, getting ready for hunting, opening weekend of deer season, the box blinds will do just fine. We got those all rigged up, ready to go. We got them weatherproofed and carpet down to keep the noise down. We're good to go. We also went through our weaponry. For this early in the season, we're not talking about guns yet, but we will be for youth season later on, and then gun season in November. But for now, it's just crossbows. And that's what we all shoot. Devil Dog is at the age where, he only shoots a crossbow. He doesn't shoot compound anymore. Logan got into compound bow shooting, really enjoyed it, but just, I don't know, he never had the confidence to go and hunt because of the criticism that mainly people receive if they make a bad shot using the compound bow, especially via social media. But then, Connor's just getting into it. He's never even shot a compound bow other than one of the small youth bears. Chrissy's showing interest in compound bows. We looked at some bows earlier this year at a couple archery shops, and I think it's something she might get into. But why wait to hunt until you can shoot a compound bow when we have an awesome crossbow season? Now, for me, I started out using a crossbow right off the bat because I blew out my left elbow twice, once last year, and that was the final straw to where I can't shoot a compound bow at any weight that would be an ethical shot to kill a deer. And it's starting to get to the point where it's not even good for bow fishing, but maybe I need to start crossbow, maybe use crossbow bow fishing. But so I used the crossbow early on, and you can actually get a medical exemption if you go to Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife's website. There is a form you can find that you print out and take to your doctor, and they fill it out as a short-term or long-term disability, put all the information in there. The doctor signs off on it, and you keep that copy. You don't return it to Fish and Wildlife. You keep that copy as your permit to use a crossbow outside of normal archery season, which is only 2 weeks, so it's not a big deal. But I can't pass up the thrill of opening weekend, and I love hunting, and to me, it doesn't matter what you kill it with. Hunting doesn't have to be hard. As long as you're happy, it's your hunt, you enjoy it. So that's how we enjoy it. So today, we've already made our trip to Academy. That's one of our final stages in getting ready for hunting, is we got to make that last trip to Academy to pick up some of our few necessary items. I mean, we collect a lot of items over the years of hunting, don't get me wrong. My dogs are over here messing around. You're going to see the camera movement. But we collect a lot of items, so we don't always have to buy the same items every year, but those are those ones that we have to replenish, like your deodorant and your dryer sheets and stuff like that. Maybe need a couple new things, knife sharpeners and so forth. But I want to go through our final stages. So we went to Academy, we picked up some additional gear. Chrissy and the Devil Dog and I headed out about a week or so ago. We put down some more corn and got our sights ready, spraying some liquid camo, checked our trail cams, made sure the batteries and solar panels and everything were operating on those so that basically we wanted to make sure that last week we really stayed out of the woods, so we're making sure everything was set up as optimally as it possibly could, and we had our corn down and everything ready to go. Devil Dog and I went out to the woods the other day, and we finalized the last little bit of land management. We had put up some posted signs at the property boundaries the last year when we started hunting, but we went ahead and replaced those. They had faded and kind of gotten torn, so we want to keep things nice and make them visible. So we went and actually, Devil Dog found us some vinyl posted signs: no trespassing, no hunting, no fishing, violators would be prosecuted signs, and we placed them at the borders of the entire farm, especially near the road area. I don't know, about every 50 yards or so on some trees. So those won't fade and they look nice. And then we also painted the purple lines, which mean no trespassing. This is a property border, no trespassing. So additional land management there, getting ready, making sure we got everything buttoned up for opening weekend. So what's left? Berkeley says, what's left? What's left? What's left is the gear we take into the woods with us opening morning. Obviously, we got our Hunt Rocky Mountain RN360 crossbow that we picked up. Nice combo package. Obviously, that's going out in the woods with us. We've been out in the woods the past few weeks doing some testing with some liquid camo. We went out without weapons. Not opening weekend. It's going with us. What else do we carry? Man, this is a must. Flashlight, and a good flashlight at that. We got one that does strobes, multiple brights. You can adjust the narrowness or the width of the beam. Make sure your batteries are fully charged or replaced if necessary. This is a necessary when it comes into hunting, because we go in an hour before dark and we come out, well, we wait until shooting light expires and then we leave. So we're constantly moving in the dark in the woods. Speaking of moving in the dark in the woods and being in the woods in general, the other thing we keep is our side piece. This just happens to be a 9mm, nice XDS. I keep that on my side pretty much anywhere I go, but I definitely carry it into the woods and keep it on me. When you never know when you're going to come across a predator or any use. It's just nice to have in case you run across something you have to use it. You know, we've had to make a final mercy shot on a deer with one before, because I shot it low back in 2017, and when we came up on it, he was still alive suffering, so we put him out of his misery. You've got your pistol with you, safety, and good additional measures. Now, the next thing, multi-tool. Picked this up at Academy. I got one in the truck, one in the boat, one in the hunting backpack. Pliers, knives, screwdrivers, you know, the standard multi-tool. You definitely want to carry one of these with you. Highly suggested. Highly, highly, highly suggested. Rangefinder. You know, we pretty much know the range of everywhere. You know, over the past year of hunting there, we pick out trees around our hunting areas and we range it. So we know that's about 30 yards, that's about 28, that's 25. So we about know, in case a deer walks in, if it's next to that tree and we've remembered, but you always want to keep it handy just in case. Just in case. I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. All right, what else do we carry with us? What do you think? Liquid camo? You can count on it. So we keep the big 6.5-ounce bottles on us. They have the real quiet spray you saw in our past videos of us spraying it. I haven't used this one yet. Of us actually spraying it while the deer, you know, 25, 30 yards away, and they can't hear it. It's quiet spray. They love the smell. You see them nose up as soon as we spray it. It's awesome stuff. I keep that. We keep one in each blind, so it's always there. Refill it as necessary. And then we also keep the little 2-ounce spray bottles of liquid camos in our backpack. I carry that backpack with me everywhere I go hunting season. It's got rope in it. Another thing that we carry with us in case we got to drag deer out, or you never know what you're going to need rope for. But always great to have it. A good high tensile strength rope. All right, the next thing, our Eastman Outdoors processing kit, and it comes with basically everything we need. Start off with our fillet knife to start out with the field dress of the deer that we hopefully get opening morning. You've got a nice gut knife and hook knife to break the bones. We've got saws, hatchets, knife sharpeners. We carry bottles. I didn't bring that with me to set up on the table, but I also carry bottles of water with me so I can wash my hands for any reason. You know, maybe even after, you know, you field dress the deer. Some people wear gloves. Sometimes we wear gloves. But this kit's got everything you need in it for your field dressing, the final butchering and processing of your deer. It's got the bone saw in it. It's got a larger bladed fillet knife. It's got the butcher knife. It's got some scissors. It's got everything you need. It comes with this really awesome pouch and a sturdy little cut board that's foldable that comes in it, and everything folds up right into a nice little button. Bam, bada boom. It buttons up just like that, and it comes with a sling on it, or you can just throw it in your backpack like we do. So it's almost hunting season, guys. What else do we got to do? You got to get your camo ready. Now, what we started using this year, we tried it a few times last year, but I really didn't get into it until this year, was we made our own laundry detergent liquid camo and our own body wash and shampoo liquid camo. So we'll be using this opening morning. We've already used and tested these in some prior videos we released on the liquid camo website or Facebook page, my apologies. So this is only 10 ounces, but it's highly concentrated. So actually this little cap right here, 2 small caps of this will take care of a small load of laundry, which is generally like, it would be mine and Chrissy's lightweight warm weather camo gear. 2 caps, just these 2 tiny caps, would take care of that. So you get quite a few washes out of this, unless you're washing all of your winter, you know, mid-warm, your lightweight, your midweight, and your heavy warm gear. If you're washing all that at once for multiple people, it's probably going to take a little bit more. Body wash, just the normal amount you use in the shower of any kind of body wash. So we'll be using these. We're getting ready to prep our camo. Now, normally after we wash our camo and after we dry our camo, what we do is we stick them in black garbage bags. But this year, I have a bit of an upgrade. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I finally spent a little bit more money outside of trash bags and upgraded to a Rubbermaid tote. That's right. Once we get everything washed and dried, I'm going to start keeping everything in a Rubbermaid tote. A little bit of an upgrade from the black trash bags, but it's worked for us in the past. I don't see a problem with it. This just makes the storage space, gets all the clothes out of the hallway closet, and now I can put them in a tub in the garage. So that's it, guys. We're ready. We are ready. Everything's sighted in. We got our stands built. We got all of our gear ready and packed away. Our camo is washed and tucked away with our wonderful liquid camo scent. We're ready for opening weekend. Are you ready for opening weekend? Make sure you got everything you need and you're ready. Everybody knows where you're going to be at. Be fully prepared. Don't forget to set your alarm so you wake up. But who am I kidding? You're not going to sleep anyway, right? I know I'm not. We'll see you out in the woods Saturday, September 5th for opening weekend of Kentucky's 2020-2021 deer season. And you got it, baby. Outdoors in the bluegrass.